was or where it was taking place. I follow the characters. I'm interested in making them interesting. And so, you've got 3 or 4 characters and they're living on a farm and gradually things start to happen around them. They interrelate.
A self-professed slow typist, Ondaatje wrote the Visadero, like all of his novels, in longhand.
The notebooks are kind of a mess, my handwriting is probably the worst in the world, but I rewrite a lot because, that first draft I sometimes goes in the wrong direction, but, then I go back and look at it and, try and finesse it as carefully as I possibly can, and find the right organic form for the story, which isn't necessarily a chronological one. No, nobody lives chronologically.
You have a master writer, a writer creating a book which is unlike any other book I've ever read.
Michael Ondaatje is such a fine writer and is able to evoke in a few paragraphs a scene, a setting, a character, and then bump them up against other characters.
There is something challenging at work in this novel structurally. The way a story yields to the next story. It's almost like a baton is being passed in a relay race, and you're not quite sure if the whole circle is going to be formed. But it takes you places you don't expect to go as a reader.
Henry Green said prose is a long intimacy. And I did that long intimacy between writer and reader that, is absolutely surreal if you think about it. That people can be in a room sitting by themselves reading a book, and war could be breaking out next door, and they'd be more focused on the book. So that's the best point. Everything else is kind of, publicity.